Hello guys and girls, it's Tankanator here, and today we have a War Thunder replay. Sorry I haven't came out with a video in a while. Got Battlefield 4 recently. Yes, I am behind the times. I used to have it on Xbox 360, well, I still do. Just didn't feel like continuing on paying a ton of money to Xbox when I could be playing it for free. So I've already gotten to rank 12, and I'm getting outplayed like crazy by a whole bunch of level 140s, which is the max rank, by the way. If you don't play Battlefield, used to be a massive Battlefield nerd. And anyways, that's what I've been up to in the recent weeks. Sorry for not coming out with a video in a while. But today we have a War Thunder replay. This is a match I had earlier in the day. And let's go ahead and take a look on it. I'll have some tier 2s or so in this game. And currently grinding out the German line. Quickly moved over into this position early on in the match just so I could get a good flanking fire in on to the objective, which is right down in here. Pushing up, looking around, scanning to my left because of course nobody's going to hop out of the seat to my right. Constantly cornering, checking new corners, checking out that M10, looking over, scanning for more targets again. Continuing to push up. I'm going to go ahead and speed this thing along. Also tracking my AI down on the mini-map, and at this moment I begin to engage my first enemy, which is the T-34. Loading the very first ammunition I have, the Panzer not 39, putting a very lucky shot through his lower plate. Ready to send another one on the way. That one unfortunately missed. And getting ready to send a third on the way. And the third connects, knocking him out of action at this point. So at this point we are one kill very early in the game. And I very quickly, right there, put a shot into one of the AIs, put another shot into another one of the AIs, knocking him out in one shot as well. First AI I believe was a BT-7. At this point I'm pushing up, checking my flank. See I had a split second good shot off an M10, unfortunately I did not connect. At this point I'm pushing up. I think I was shooting at a plane there, maybe I was just screwing around, not quite sure at this point. Continuing to push up. Trying to get a good flank off and get a good angle on them, because when you get up to here with there only being one objective down here, you cannot be flanked very easily. It will happen to me at one point through the replay, and this replay will get relatively intense. Let's speed things up a little bit, getting into position. At this point I see this 42G, send one down for him. In a second. Right through his lower plate, hitting his transmission and the driver. This one I'll pop back up for another one. For whatever reason he's not shooting. I don't know if he's repairing or what his deal was. Oh, there came that one, but fortunately he missed. Fortunately for me, that is. Unfortunately for me, right there, that round did not. It did not shrapnel through his ammo. At this point he only has one. Actually, no, he has 0 crew remaining, and I pick up my second kill, I believe. Yep. In addition to all the AI I took out earlier. Now I see the Matilda, thinking about getting shot on the Matilda. Looking through, see an M10 covering the objective. Unfortunately for me, that one bounces, and at this point I'm just trying to get into cover right over here. So I can go into a little bit of a hold down position. Just sitting, since I had one in the chamber, I was going to go ahead and throw one down at range, hopefully getting a kill, but it did not connect. This is when things really started to get really intense for me. I was not going to pop out there because I knew that he was aiming. Called in my bomber, minding my own business, flying along, and then minus that, and unfortunately none of my team decided to cover me with any fighter support, and I decided to plant one into the T-34, and then I checked my mini-map right to realize, oh dang, there's a stub 3 Alst F, and took a shot. He hit my, I believe it was my loader, and I got a lucky one shot on him and took him out of action. At this point I was kind of worried. I repaired, I believe, and I think it was a really short repair, and then quickly got onto my way. Started to push around this angle because I had long overstayed my little corner of camping right there. At this point I'm moving up, keeping behind rocks, staying cover. I believe I call in a bomber relatively soon. Nope, just kidding. I'm going to crest this hill, see the BT-7. Oh, there's an M10 right there, and he is not looking at me, not paying any attention. And I plant one right into the side of this turret, taking out multiple crew members. Reloading, send another one. Fortunately, that one bounced as he was reversing out of my line of fire. Back up, since there's no longer any shots, and I decide that at this point, actually I'm not even really sure, just kidding. Try to get a really funny snipe like on that BF-109. We used to watch them fly daily in Baron, where they pull it off like every single time. Put another shot into the same M10 I believe I had shot earlier. Light him up, reloading, sending another one down, this time taking out all of his crew. At this point, take one shot from the Cromwell. I was going to shoot the M4, shoot and miss unfortunately, so I back up because I knew that he has a shot on me. This is kind of funny, because this guy that tried to suicide me, which I have done to people before, which it's kind of scumbaggy, is where you ram people with your plane, and I think it glitches out, and so you actually end up, like, the only reason that I've figured out is that maybe you're, like, pinning through the top of their entire, like, armor when you're in the last, like, foot or so, closing in with your plane. It doesn't happen very often, but it's still kind of hilarious when you do, depending on if you're the one doing it or the one that just got suicide rammed by a plane. At this point I'm trying to decide what I want to do, and I believe this is when I'm about to call him my bomber. It's an IL-4. Check it to see which bombs it has. It looks like it has two 500s, I'm guessing, in 1,000. Maybe it's two 250s and it's a 500-pound bomb. Anyways, not a big deal. Minding my own business, and all of the sudden, bam. Needless to say, I was not too thrilled with that, as I wasn't seeing any tracer fire with it, and I got my wing ripped by them, so I was not too thrilled considering the rampage that I was already wreaking on their team at this point, having picked up 5 kills and done a lot of damage. So, I find this little fellow that did it, and end him, picking up my 7th kill. At this point, not much is happening. A is not being capped by the enemy, so I decide to push up some, and at this point, there's not really a whole lot to do. I was trying to stay close to the bunker to keep my right flank open, try and hit one on the M5 while he was on the move, and at this point, I think he was actually coming for me, so I was just trying to get around him, and this is where things really started to get even more interesting. At this point, I'm cresting the ridge. I'm like, oh, he's not looking at me. He's not looking at me. Oh crap, he's looking at me. Instantly got a shot off inside, damaged his, killed his, I believe it was his gunner, and injured his commander. Set him on fire, so now he's busy extinguishing, and the last shot goes in, killing his driver and assistant driver slash bow gunner, even though the bow gunners are not currently active in War Thunder. At this point I'm cresting the ridge, not realizing that I'm about to walk straight into their spawn, just sort of dawdling about, pushing up, and it was kind of surprising when I crested the hill that I'm about to crest, not this one, but the next one, as I was looking over to the left. Nope, just kidding, I got to kill an M16 first, which is another, I think it's a tier 2 American self-propelled anti-aircraft. I managed to hit both his driver and whatever the guy that sits beside the driver is. Then I hit his transmission, so now he's immobile and he's forced to turn his guns around towards me. And that's when he starts peppering me with his 4 quad-mounted 50s, 50 caliber machine. This is when I was really starting to get agitated, because I know that I've killed people with the M16 before. Like, I've killed Panzer IVs on the flank. At this point, I shoot him, take him out of action, and the M5 wakes up from his spawn and knocks me out. But just wait, there's still one more thing to come. You know how I was just about to spawn camp there, and there goes T-34 to spawn camp. This was kind of interesting. I spawned, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna see anybody, and the very first thing I do is, oh dang, there's M4A3, and saved my buddy's life. Spawning in a Wellington right as the match is about to end. Match is ending, and I proceed to drop all my bombs. So I hope you guys enjoyed that War Thunder replay, and ended up picking up 9 kills. Almost the top of the team, one of the very few times that I've done it. Went 9-0 with the Panzer IV F2. I was pretty proud of myself at the time, if I do say so. So I hope you guys enjoyed those as much as I did, and I'll see you in the next one.